Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Where the lowland lies to the sea, how soft you make me. You're a tonic to know that I'm not insane. In a dream, you're the rain. Soft on me, easy, easy love. Soft on me, easy, easy love. I am easy to keep.
I'm grateful to be able to spend time with my family.
Sleeping. And the stars run and sweep us away. Soft on me, easy, easy love. Soft on me, easy, easy love. Like I was made to love you.
What are you guys grateful for today?
I was made to love you.
I'm grateful the house sold.
Oh yeah.
Well, it did really quick.
It did so.
Where the lowland lies to the sea, how soft you make me. You're a tonic to know that I'm not insane. In a dream, you're the rain. Soft on me, easy, easy love. Soft on me, easy, easy love.
I'm thankful for all of you and for my family and friends and all the blessings that the Lord has bestowed upon me and my family. May you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a very blessed year.
Okay.
4? What did it 3 or 4 inches?
Yeah.
We ended up having 2 Thanksgivings in our family this year. So our first Thanksgiving we did last night, and it was a traditional Thanksgiving. And then today we are doing a hot pot Thanksgiving with just the 3 of us, myself, my daughter, and Matthew. I think that it's really nice to be able to use this day, Thanksgiving, to just go back over our lives and just really think about the positives. Thinking about the things that we're truly grateful for, that we're thankful for. What are some of the things that you're grateful for? Leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions for me, you can leave those in the comments below as well. I hope that you are all enjoying my videos. I'm constantly learning how to be a better photographer, cinematographer, however you want to pronounce that. One of the things that I'm truly grateful for is the fact that I'm still here with all of you and with my family because of my medical history, as you all know, if you've been following me. And there are some continuations of that, right? So actually this December, first week of December, I am going into UW Medical Center in Seattle, and they're going to do a procedure on me called thermal ablation. And I have been waiting for an option like this for over 10 years. So I have a benign tumor on my thyroid, which is pretty large. You can kind of see it. It's pretty big. So sometimes when I'm doing my videos, I'll be like putting my hands here or a cup of coffee, just so that new viewers are not distracted and are like, what's wrong with her neck, right? But they're gonna go in with a needle. So I'm going in to get that done because I don't want, and I've never wanted to lose my organ. My organ works just fine, my thyroid organ. I want to keep that. Surgery to take everything out was always an option, but it wasn't an option that was acceptable to me. The other thing is too, I have kept my gallbladder for over 20 years, even though it was suggested to me to have it removed as well. So I had a lot of gallstones after my last pregnancy, and I was having gallbladder attacks, and my whole gallbladder was filled with a whole bunch of little stones. And so I did my research and I found out that I didn't need surgery. I needed to take some medication called ursodiol. Another name for it is Actigol or Urso. So I took it, worked fine, got rid of all my gallstones. About 8 years later, I had some issues again, so I took the ursodiol. And then about 4 years ago, I discovered that I had a stone about the size of a quarter. And instead of taking the Actigol for the full time to dissolve it, I only took it for a few days to make sure I didn't have any symptoms, and then I left it, which was a big mistake because when I went to get an ultrasound done because I wanted to check my gallbladder, they found out that it had grown to like the size of a golf ball. So at this point, my only option is either surgery or having it broken up by radio waves and then dissolve with ursodiol. But there's not a lot of surgeons that do the radio wave procedure option. So I may have to find someone on my own to do that. But I do have an appointment with the surgeon to talk to him about the options and things like that. And in the meantime, I am taking my ursodiol, and I don't have any symptoms at all. So we'll see. I don't know that the ursodiol can dissolve a stone of this size. That's the issue. Because if it was a lot of little stones, I would just do what I did before over 20 years ago and just get rid of them. You have to take the medicine twice a day for about 6 months to dissolve all of the stones. And so I will say this, now that I'm older, you know, I feel like the medicine may not be having the best effect on my liver. And so that is a little bit of a concern because when they did the ultrasound, they found that I had a fatty liver, even though I'm really not that overweight. According to the BMI, I'm about 21 pounds overweight. But, you know, I'm definitely not obese. So, yeah, that's that was news to me, but I could tell that I was having a little bit of a liver issue anyway. You can always tell if the whites of your eyes are not perfectly bright white, or if you have any type of edema or changes in your feet. And I did have a little bit of weird puffiness on my toes and the upper parts of my feet at times, and I could tell that I was having some liver issues. I just didn't know it was related to having a fat accumulation around my organs, which is pretty serious. You have to, it sounds like it's not serious when you say fatty liver, but it is serious. It can scar your liver, it can cause liver dysfunction, it can shut your liver down at a certain point. It's like cirrhosis of the liver without the alcohol. So they also found that I had a cyst about this big in one of my kidneys. But apparently people that are 50 and older often have cysts in their kidneys, and usually it's only found if there's an ultrasound and they're looking for something else. There really isn't anything they can do about that. It's not considered dangerous unless it ruptures, which that doesn't happen very often. So usually you just leave it alone and it's fine. So anyway, the perils of growing older, right? And I've always been a really healthy person, but now I've changed my lifestyle to be even more healthier and have, almost all natural, real foods. Not everything. Like last night, I made a cherry cake from a box from Betty Crocker, but for the most part, I'm staying away from stuff like that. I don't eat a lot of red meat, if at all. I really don't drink alcohol that often. It's really rare. I might have a glass of wine like once every few months, or a beer twice a year, something like that, right? So all of these health problems, they've been with me for a while. Way before I changed my lifestyle to be organic, natural, really conscious of eating real foods, healthy foods, fasting, exercise, and things like that. So it definitely wasn't caused by the lifestyle change. The lifestyle change has probably helped in my health overall, carrying these health issues, right? I guess we'll see where this takes me, because I am constantly being more aware of, being more of a minimalist, trying to wear more natural clothing all the time, trying to eat almost all just natural, real foods, spending way less time on electronics, and just really trying to change my lifestyle to a point of where it should be. We've been so manipulated as a society into what we are now, kind of confined and shackled to electronics and 9 to 5 and paying the IRS and paying all these taxes and demanding that everybody get out there and work, and that women are not, worthy to stay at home and raise, new humans and things like that, and that children have to go to these schools, and if they don't do their homework when they get home, even though they haven't had family time and time to socialize and learn from real life, that's not okay. And then the pressure's on to the children, the pressure's on to the parents, and then the children develop psychosis, mental health problems and things like that, and the family structure is disrupted. And then we've got all of this other stuff going on, right? We over the last couple of years, maybe a little longer, last 2.5 years, I think we can all see that there has been very strange, abnormal changes in our society and what we're viewing and hearing. And a disruption to everything: our food supply, our energy supply, our family structure, our schools, our what's being fed to us through media and politics and things like that. And I think it's a huge distraction away from what we should be focusing on, which is our lives, who we are as beings, our family, our relationships, our world, our planet, love, God, right? That's just the most important, because we are all eternal beings. We're only here for a blink of an eye. This is a physical world experience that we're having. So we don't want to damage our souls while we're here. So I try to steer away from the negative as much as I can, to buck up against things I don't approve of or make me feel uncomfortable or don't fit with my being in my life, my energy, my mind, my spirit, right? Even if it causes other people to be dismissive of me or opinionated of me or whatever, I don't follow along with some of these things, right? So I think it's important for us to be true to ourselves as well, right? Be true to yourself, because God created you, God created me to be who we are. There are things within us that are innate, right? Our special passions, our special gifts, the personalities we were born with. We all have this need for God, this need for connection, and that's why we search so hard to get love, companionship, acceptance, unity. We try to get comfort, safety, security, home, and things like that, and that's all God. Our souls remember our home. Right? And so that's how we remember it, because we can't remember it from our brain as an actual memory, because we didn't have our brains before we got here. And we're not having our brains when we leave here either. We have our soul, our spirit, right? So I think that's important to think about. This is just a really tiny, finite piece of who we are being here. It's an experience. This is a earthly, physical body experience, which can be beautiful, but it can also be torturous, right? So anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I love you all. God loves you all. If you have religious trauma, I'm sorry. Don't take it out of context. I really am trying to tell you that I love you, and you are loved by the universe. You are loved by whoever created you, okay? You are loved by God. And if you do have religious trauma, and a lot of people do, it's hard for them to hear that kind of thing. It's hard for them to hear those words. So if you are experiencing that, I encourage you to work on your religious trauma, to spend time thinking about where it came from, what was happening, how you can break free of that. And maybe even getting some help from a counselor might benefit you, right? Because we all need that connection to love. We all need that connection to knowing that there's something greater out there that loves us, that cares about us, that wants us to be who we were created to be, right? So, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Love you.
Soft on me, easy, easy love. Soft on me, easy, easy love. Like I was made to love.